Hi everyone, welcome to Smriti Special. We are at my home kitchen and today I'm going to show you how to make some delicious pesto. Now this by no means is an authentic recipe. This is just a recipe that I find delicious. I have been making this for about maybe 6 or 7 years or so, and today I'm finally going to share this with you. So let's get started. Now the first thing I want to talk to you about is a mortar and the pestle. Now I have this really big one here, but you can use a smaller one and make like smaller quantities. You can even use a mixie, but in a mixie the leaves get heated up really quickly and then you'll get a pesto which is not as fresh tasting. So that's why we use a mortar and a pestle. But by no means am I saying that I never use mixie to make a pesto when I'm in a hurry. So today we are using a mortar and a pestle. So for the first thing we need is a fat piece of garlic. Now if your garlic is this size, then you can take one or you can just take two. And I'm just going to pound this first. So just break it, just like that. Okay. And then the next thing you need is a couple of peppercorns. Now I'm using peppercorns and not pepper powder because when you crush peppercorns you get its natural oils and that tastes the best. So just take that, and then this is what you want. Just crush it along with the garlic. Can you see that? Okay, I'm just going to roughly do that. And now we are going to use some basil. Now the basil I'm using here is some Italian basil. You can use some American basil if you want. You can use even some Thai basil, even though that will give you a little bit of a different taste. And then just kind of crush it, just like so. This will release all of its gorgeous flavor. Now I don't recommend you using some Indian tulsi or Indian basil because that is a very different flavor profile. Although you can try to make this with that, but don't expect it to be anything close to a pesto. And then you can just keep pounding this in. Okay, it will take a little bit of elbow grease and a little bit of time, but it's fine. Also, I did wash these basil leaves really well. Now I'm going to proceed to do all of these, and once this is mushed up, I'll show you what it looks like. Now as you can see, this is what it looks like after pounding it for about 15 minutes or so. I also added a little bit of oil, which you have to do just in between. This is some extra virgin olive oil. Okay. Try and use extra virgin to get the best flavor. It works best for uncooked things like pesto. Okay, this is good. Now I'm adding some almonds to this. Traditionally, pine nuts are added to pesto, but since it's not so readily available here, I'm adding some almonds and it's still delicious. So just break it into the pesto, just like that. Now the proportions for this, the recipe will obviously be available at my website, but the thing is that you can change up the quantities as per your taste. Just pound that in. Okay, now to this we are going to add some Parmigiano Reggiano. Now this is some grated Parmigiano. This is the authentic cheese that you use for this. I have tried it with several other cheeses, but it never ever is the same, mainly because nothing gives the same taste as this cheese. You can try and use the processed cheese, but I recommend you get this. You even get the pre-shredded ones. But if you can get your hands on some real Parmesan, that would be the best. So that's that. Adding a little more. You can add as much as you want. I'm just gonna add that much. Okay. And then to this, I'm going to add some lemon juice. Now, traditionally, you never add lemon juice, but again, as I said in the beginning, this is not an authentic recipe. So I'm doing whatever I want. I'm doing the flavor profile that I like. So just do that. Now I'm just going to switch to my spoon. So just get everything together like so. And then to this, again, an outrageous ingredient, honey. I know there are Italians out there who are really mad at me right now, but listen, this is my recipe. I'm going to do whatever I want, okay? And also, of course, some salt. Now you have to keep in mind that the Parmigiano is also salted, so you don't need too much, but just go according to your taste. So just mix that in as well. As you can see, my almonds in this are quite big. If you want them to be a little bit smaller, then you add them right after the garlic and the pepper so that you can get smaller pieces of almonds. But I like it this way, so again, I'm doing it this way. Now, let me just give it a little bit of a taste. I'm not double dipping. So that's my pesto recipe. Really simple and basic. You can add or subtract anything you want in this recipe. Now, of course, the recipe for this is going to be available at smritispecial.in, link for which is going to be at the description box below. Now, whenever you make this recipe, take a picture, tag me on Facebook, Instagram, wherever, so I can see your recreations. Like this video, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more delicious recipes. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.